Welcome to Reggie's Discussions, where it's no filler, no fluff, but we keeps it a buck. And today we're going to be dissecting the battle. Kendrick Lamar and Drake, the battle, the battle of all battles. So I got Kurt in the building. What's going on, brother?
Y'all already know what it is with me, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Kendrick fans, all my Drake fans. Y'all know what's about to go down. I'm ready. Shout out to
Sir,
my
so
man,
look,
Reggie.
man.
We wearing the
Look, man.
colors today. We
Oh
got
yeah,
our
for
colors
sure,
in
man. For
today.
sure. For sure. That wasn't coordinated either. That was just a
That
coincidence.
wasn't. It just happened like that.
It just happened. All right, man. So let's do it, man. I'm gonna really just start with you. Um, what did you think of the battle? Who won? Just how wherever angle you want to go with it. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank Kendrick Lamar and Drake for having this battle, bro. This is like we really needed this, bro. Like hip hop needed an event like this, bro. For so long, guys have been talking indirect. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, maybe he dissing him, maybe he not. But to hear these dudes really say each other names, to really make it known to the world that I'm talking about you. It ain't no put 1 + 1 together and make two. Fuck it. I'm gonna just put the two in front of your face right here. Um, but as far as who won, K won, man. I gotta give it to K. Drop and Give Me 50 was amazing. Drake said some stuff, man. What he say? Like your label, you in the scope right now, and you gonna feel the aftermath for what I write down. Like, look, Drake had some bars, bro. He had some bars, but like Kendrick is like the Hulk. It's like fighting the Incredible Hulk. Like the longer the fight goes, the more stronger this man gonna get. So if you're not gonna kill Kendrick in song 2, you're dead by song 5, bro. He's not going to stop. And when you listen to those battles, that man went from calling niggas out to reacting to Drake to having a conversation with his mother, bro. He said, Sandra, sit down. Let me talk to you for a second, bro. Have a seat. Let me tell you something, bro. Dennis, you raised this man? Like, bro, like it just kept getting worse. And then Drake started running out of stuff to say. Like, oh, we tired of hearing about Dave Freeze after the first time, bro. Like he didn't have no material. Kendrick's resume is too solid. Not to say like he's the realest nigga, but he's been true to himself for the most part. Now it is some things like I don't like the fact that he talk about Drake being biracial, but he has a biracial family. And like we could talk that stuff about Kendrick also. Like ain't none of his kids is mixed, his wife is mixed. So for you to say that about Drake, you gotta say that about your own household. But it just felt like when we used to be in the classroom, it felt like a nigga just played takeover. And man, you was like, nah, yo, eat the better. Listen, it reminded me of those days. Like we got Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss going. Like those battles, you know what I'm saying? Now it didn't drag on as much as 50 Cent and Ja Rule. That's the longest battle in history. Them niggas is still battling, if you want to be technical.
Still, yeah.
but but I will say I really appreciated it. But I had to get a nod to Kendrick on this one, man. He got it. He got it.
So before I
And
go, like I had a couple
go ahead,
couple
go ahead.
questions on you. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I was about to say we're not
All
gonna
right.
let,
So like
and
I
we
was wondering,
definitely not
like
gonna get
when you talk
both.
about Meet the Grams, which was to me that was the one. That was the knockout. And like my question would be, because like when the last time we did the video, you were talking about you didn't feel that there was any like ether, any like direct.
Direct.
Do you
Yeah.
think Meet the Grams met what you was looking for?
Yes,
Okay.
it did, bro. Yes, it did. It was no like. See, the thing about Ether, it's no filler. It's no filler. Every single line in Ether is dedicated to either shit on Jay or to tell you why niggas can't fuck with Nas. There is no filler. When you meet the Grams, bro, it is live direct, but he
Right.
being calm with it. Like that's the yo, that's the fucked up
Right.
part. It's like
Yeah,
I'm really sonning your mother. I just sonned your mother. Like Sandra, come here. Yo, Reggie, if I
yeah,
introduce you to my mother and say, Reggie, this is my mother Mona, you gonna say, how you doing? Miss Mona. You know what I mean? You introduce me to your mother, you gonna say, yo, this is my mom. Say, how you doing, Miss? It's like a certain level of respect that we give to our elders. You know what I'm saying? That man didn't even say Miss Sandra. He said Sandra. Like he talked to her like she was a
yeah.
child, like his peer. You know what I'm saying? Like he son this man mother. Bro, it don't get no worse than that. I'm sorry. He son his mother, bro. Like that's ether,
Yeah,
that's beyond ether, yo. That's fighting words right there, bro. And we definitely
I
got
agree
that
with you.
live and direct though.
I agree. That was Meet the Grams was the one. But
Yeah,
let
that
me
was the
say this,
one,
right?
bro.
Let me say this. So I think that there's two conversations to have about this battle, right? I think there's the
Okay.
conversation about who won the battle and
Okay.
who won as far as who rapped better. I think there are two conversations to have. As far as who won the battle, there's not really a debate. Anyone who does not say Kendrick Lamar didn't win this battle they have to be
They're
biased. Like there's no
biased.
possible way you can say Kendrick Lamar did not win this battle. Kendrick Lamar played a Bobby Fischer level chess game in this battle. I mean, it was
Facts.
perfectly orchestrated. He really didn't make any incorrect moves aside from the daughter that doesn't exist, but we'll get to that. But he made no incorrect moves. He predicted what Drake was going to do because Meet the Grams, like I don't believe that there's any possible way that he heard Family Matters and then wrote Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams was already locked and loaded. Only thing he had to do was hit upload.
Yeah,
And
didn't he release
the
it like
fact
20
is,
minutes
he
after?
said, yeah, it was like 20 minutes later, which stepped on Family Matters immediately. People didn't get a chance to even
Mhm.
listen to Family Matters before this one came out. And
Yep.
and the thing is, it's perfectly done because it sounds like a direct response to Family Matters in a way because he says in there, why did you go to Family? But there's no possible way he wrote that. He already had that locked and loaded, and he already knew that Drake was gonna go Family on his disc. He already knew it. His
He
mind
knew
was
it.
already in the next round.
Yep.
He
Yep.
already knew
Yep.
it. And then right after he crushes him with this one, he drops a bop that everybody's listening to. I mean, this song is it's about to be the number one song in the country. We're gonna get to my thoughts on that song. I am the 1.5% minority that doesn't like the song. Doesn't
You
matter what
don't
I
like the
think.
not like
That's
this?
the number one. That's about to be. I do not. I'll tell you why, but I do not.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
it's about to be. It's about to be the number one song in the country. Everyone's playing the song. It's being played at baseball
Ah,
games. like, it's, like everyone's
hey, bro.
bumping this song, and it's a song basically calling you a pedophile, and that's the biggest song in the country. I
Basically.
mean, at this point,
Basically.
with it being this big, I don't see any reason why this song might not be nominated for a Grammy
Yo, if he won a
for best
Grammy
rap
for
song.
this
It's about to
track,
be the number one song in the country. How could it not be nominated? There's no
yo, if he
battle
won
was
a
won
Grammy for this
by
track,
Kendrick
bro.
Lamar. It's not a debate.
Yo,
There's no debate.
listen, what you said about Drake, about Meet the Grams, right? I really believe that because Kendrick said he said I got five. How many do I got? 1, 2, 3.5 plus five more, which means he got 10 songs, right? He got 10 songs. We only heard
Mhm,
five of them. So I really
mhm.
think like he had that shit set up, just like you said, bro. Hey, yo, you remember when the Avengers Endgame and Doctor Strange was like, because they had to do everything perfect. That's what that nigga was
Right,
doing, bro.
right.
When he heard Drake, you know, they was beefing or whatever, that nigga was like, that's what his engineer did, Kendrick. And that nigga snapped his finger and said, I'm
Right.
right now, you can rest. But what I'm saying is, he was so far, that nigga was so far, like you say, he was so far ahead of the game that Drake didn't even know the game that he was playing. And we talking about all-time petty
Mm-mm.
Drake. Like Drake is like the pettiest nigga besides 50 Cent. Drake is a very petty individual.
Mm-hmm.
For him to be a for him to be like a step or two ahead of Drake, bro, that just lets you know, bro, where his mental is, bro. Like his head, like his game, like oh man. And then the only person, and you know, this you gonna get mad at me when I say this, yo. But the
Mm-hmm.
best battle out of all of that shit came from J. Cole, yo. The best battle song. That's the sad part about this shit. The best
Nah,
battle
nah, 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 nah,
song,
nah. Ain't no way. Ain't no
bro.
way, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Even if it was, I
Listen,
wouldn't admit it. Nah, not a chance.
okay, okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Mm,
Cause I listened to that shit
gotcha.
last night. My man made me listen to it. And, yo, J. Cole, I'm so mad you apologize. But listen, bro, about him being a step ahead of Drake. He really showed that Drake don't know shit about hood politics. He did everything that a hood nigga do when he got beef. He put it out there indirectly. He let niggas bait. And the deeper the beef got, the worse the songs got. Now I know you don't like They Not Like Us. So
Yeah.
you know that shit paying, but you know, for the most part, Drake wasn't used to that shit. Like he out Drake. He did the Drake what Drake normally do to other rappers, bro. Be a step ahead of him, bait him in, you know what I'm saying? And then say some shit. And then his songs all over the place. Back to back was in the clubs. Niggas
Yeah.
was in the clubs talking about
Yep.
I'm going back to back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So he out
Yes.
Drake, and then
Yes.
did it later.
He did. He gave Drake a dose of his own medicine. Hmm. Yeah.
I'm just happy it
So
happened
like,
though.
let me
You
tell you my
know.
thoughts on let me
Yeah,
tell
I
you my
want to
thoughts
hear
on Not
this. I
Like
want to
Us,
hear
right?
this.
Now look, I'm maybe let me tell you what I'm saying. So like, I'm not saying I think the song is like horrible technically. I don't
Okay.
think it's a good diss track. I think it's a fun little bop. It's catchy, but I don't think it's a good diss track. And I think the other thing that's really affecting my view on it is how people are overrating it. People are calling this the knockout blow. Like Meet the Grams
No,
was the
no,
knockout
no.
blow. It's
Meet the
hard. It's
Grams is
hard
the
for me to
knockout
sit
blow.
here and say, yeah, it's hard for me to sit here and say that the knockout blow is certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Ooh, like seriously, that's it? One, two, three, four, five in stock. That's the knockout blow? That's the knockout blow, man. That
Freaky ass nigga, you a
69 yard. What
fan.
do you say? Freaky ass nigga, the 69 yard. Hey. Like, that's the knockout blow. Am I in a twilight zone or something, bro? Like, I'm not saying the song isn't catchy. It's catchy, but the idea that is the knockout blow, that's the knockout blow.
Yeah, I get
Pass
what
on the
you're saying.
body from John Stockton.
Yeah, yeah. Listen,
Come on, bro. Are we
listen.
serious? Are we in the
I get
twilight zone?
exactly what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. Like, if anything, it was just like the spit on him while he was already down. Because meet the Graham family, meet the
Right,
Grahams.
right.
That's the knockout blow, bro. What he did
That's
with
the
the other joke was just like
right.
kick him while he down. You know, maybe spit on him while he unconscious or something. But the knockout blow is meet the Grams, bro. We're not even gonna be phony about that. But the reason they saying that, another a big part of the reason
Yeah, yeah. And look, I
is
mean, look.
the way that Drake replied to "They Not Like Us." Like he basically said, "Them niggas that sent you that
Okay.
information are clowns." And then he turned around and say, "We plotted for weeks to give you the information." So that would mean you a clown ass nigga. Drake, Drake, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's
okay,
talk about that. So, Hard
let's
Part
talk
6,
about
did you think it was trash? I'm asking, did you think the song was trash?
I don't think it's trash. I'm not saying it's trash. I'm definitely not saying it's trash, but it's the same thing. You married, fucked your girl, got her pregnant. And then he says, and then he said, but think about it, right? He really said those niggas that gave you the information was clowns. But then say, we plotted to give you the information. You see what I'm saying? So don't that make you one of them clown ass niggas? I
I don't know
mean,
if like I didn't understand that bar. I didn't know if he was saying that like information that was given beforehand was clowns. I don't know. I think he's specifically saying the information about the daughter was given by him. And let me tell you something about this, right? Because everyone says they think Drake is lying. I think he might be telling the truth. I think he might be telling the truth. I'm not sure. I'm not saying for sure. I think he might be telling the truth. I think Drake was because look, when it comes to this beef stuff, Drake is a chess player too. And I think he
right,
looked at this and said, this is a move right here. But sometimes in chess, I don't know if you play chess, but sometimes in chess, you look at a square and say, yo, if I can get my piece in this particular square and protect it with this particular piece, I can put my opponent in a bad situation. And then as the game progresses and you get to that square, it's like, well, I'm here. It's not as advantageous as I thought it was, 4 moves ago.
right, right,
But
right.
this is what it is. And like where else? Because I mean, it appears that the daughter doesn't exist. So it feels like a Drake thing to do to do this, to think this would give him a up in the battle. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, it doesn't matter really.
Um, yeah, it don't matter. It really don't matter. But if we
Yeah,
want to put some context on it, to be honest, yo, Drake has been probably one of the more honest rappers. Period. Period, bro. He don't try to be no gangster like. He don't try to be no thug. Like he'll tell you how his
right.
girlfriend broke his heart after she brought his father
A little
Christmas
bit lately
gifts.
though.
Like, yeah, well, lately he been showing his ass lately. Lately he been showing his ass. We not even like the last
Hmm.
2 years, he been showing his ass. And we not, but we gotta understand all the shit that happened to Drake. A lot of people try to do Joe didn't come in the game like this. Put it like that. Drake did not come in the game. When Drake first came in the game, bro, he was on everybody's shit. He
Right.
was showing everybody
I
love.
agree.
I think it's some shit that happened to him, like behind closed doors with business, that made him say, man, fuck you niggas, man. And that is when this whole champagne poppy nigga came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Um, but do I think he was being honest about that? Yes. Yes, I think he had something to do with that. I do. I do. I think he did, plot to
Right.
get this
Right.
to get some
It
false
kind of
information
adds
out.
up. It kind of makes sense. He thought yeah, he thought this was a great move, and like
Mhm.
I can see how you would think it would be. It sounds like it is a great move. Like, yeah, we're gonna let him run with this, then we're gonna drop the bomb. Oh, it's fake. But man, he could not foresee what was coming. And I mean, who could, man? I mean,
And see, niggas
sometimes
in the hood
the
don't care
the other
about
player
that
just gets
though.
the best of you.
And
So
that's why I
there's
say
no
he didn't
doubt that
understand
like
hood
Kendrick just
politics.
he out.
That's why I say he didn't understand hood politics, bro. Like, yo, I got you to lie on me. I made you lie on me. Like niggas in the hood, like so, like so, like so, like that's in the hood. That's like maybe where he come from. That like in Canada, he could do that shit, and it's like a big thing. Like, oh, he made Kendrick lie. Oh my god! Like in the hood, we like, okay, you gave him some bad information, and he used it lyrically against you. It's not true. What the fucking do?
Right.
Meanwhile, this nigga is
Right.
sunning your mother. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this nigga is sunning your mother. Come on, Reggie. He didn't. Kendrick, like I said, Kendrick showed that Drake don't really understand hood politics, bro. He really don't.
Yeah.
Like I said the last video. You use Pac voice, and we know Pac wouldn't fuck with you. Like you one of the niggas Pac was
It was a
talking
bad
about. Niggas that use our culture
it
that's
was a
not
bad
from our culture, trying to benefit from our culture. You are the exact nigga that Pac was warning us about.
it was a
He
bad
didn't
idea. That's why
understand
I
real
loved
politics in the phone.
Euphoria. Like yeah, that's why I love Euphoria when he said that because he's I forgot the exact line, but he was talking about because I know Drake bought the ring that Pac had on in
The
Vegas, and he was
ring.
saying can't. Yeah, he had a line about that, so I love that, because it kind of alluding to the same thing. Like Pac wouldn't have rock with you. I like them kind of lines. Like I like so let's talk about who rapped better because I think who rapped better is a more controversial conversation because
Yes, that's a lot closer than the battle.
for
It's a
me,
lot
when
closer
it
than the
comes to this
battle.
rap battle, yeah, it's a lot closer than the battle, and I'm glad I'm hearing you say that because I feel like the narrative right now is that Kendrick demolished him. I don't think that's true. To be 100% honest with you, as of today, I have not decided. I'm still deliberating who I thought won lyrically. One of
Wow.
the things that, listen, one of the things that is on my mind about this battle thing, for me, when it comes to this battle stuff, the ability to take what your opponent says and flip it always strikes deep with me because that's a big part of battling.
The
And I
rebuttal.
think that Drake did that more than Kendrick. And it feels like he did it more than Kendrick because Kendrick already had his stuff laid out. While Meet the Gram sounds like a rebuttal, it isn't really. He just hit upload. That's not a real rebuttal. It's great. It's to me probably it's the best song of the thing, but it's not a true rebuttal. Drake was actually rebuttaling him. And this is when I knew that this battle was not being fought on even playing field. People had already crowned their champion. They were not going to give Drake credit. I'm gonna tell you what I knew this was the case. I was talking to somebody about this battle, right? And I was talking about what I'm talking with you now about the rebuttal thing. And I was talking about
Yeah.
how on Heart Part 6, when he rebutted the A minor line, which was hilarious, by the way. The strike a chord
Yeah.
with probably A minor, that was hilarious. Drake rebutted it on that was hilarious, man. So Drake rebuttals it on the Heart Part 6. And he says talk about A minor, which you need to say B sharp or something. I forgot what it was. He was like
Be sharp.
doing like
Yeah.
musical notes to respond, right? Right. And I'm
That
like,
was
okay,
dope.
that's a good rebuttal. He's rebuttaling it exactly. That was dope as hell. I was talking to one of my friends about it, right? And you know what his response was? Nah, that's trash because there's no such thing as a B sharp in music. Like, so wait a minute, wait. So we're really gonna sit here and do a deep dive on musical notation in a battle rap when Kendrick literally made a whole verse about a daughter that doesn't exist. I'm not taking away from either. I'm just saying it's not even if you're really gonna sit here and say a musical note doesn't exist, but it's dope when he raps about a daughter that doesn't exist. That doesn't make
It
sense to me.
doesn't
And that's when I knew
exist.
this
You
battle
gotta
was
be
not
consistent.
being was you got to be consistent. That's when this battle
Gotta
wasn't
be
being fought on
consistent.
even playing field, right? And look,
Another
Hard Part
thing,
Six
another
has its
thing, like,
flaws because yeah, go ahead.
really, I'm gonna tell you what that whole unfair thing is. A lot of these big like Rick Ross and these niggas, they got like street tapes. Like if I say Reggie is a sucker, I got 2,000 people ready to tweet Reggie is a sucker, right? Okay. Now it's me, it's Rick Ross, it's Jay-Z on the low, you know what I mean? It's ASAP Rocky. All of these niggas don't like Drake. So when they
Right,
decided to jump on with Kendrick, fan bases jumped on. ASAP Rocky fan base jumped. Rick Ross fan base jumped. Jay-Z fan base jumped. All these fan bases that been waiting to get at all these niggas that been waiting to get at Drake just hopped on Kendrick Lamar's back. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, and
right.
it's like now they push Kendrick Lamar as being our savior from this bitch ass nigga. In all actuality, every nigga that's hating him done got money
Right.
with him. Every nigga that's hating him right now, he done did
Yeah, it's
favors
true.
for these niggas, bro. Every last one of them. So if he wasn't a culture vulture when y'all was making millions of them with him, I don't want to hear that culture vulture shit now. You understand? Like I don't
I
want to hear
agree
that
with you.
shit.
No, I agree. I agree with you, but at the same time, if I'm battling you, like I'm gonna say, like you know what I mean. Like if I'm battling you, I'm gonna say that. Like I'm not gonna, you know what I mean. Like
But I
if
mean,
I'm battling,
okay,
I'm still gonna say the stuff. It isn't. A battle is about taking your opponent down. So I actually don't have a
that's
problem from calling him a culture vote. It's just a battle. I'm good with that.
yeah, but I would say that like okay, like if a nigga like Pusha T said it, that's cool, right? If a nigga um like a nigga that don't got songs with Drake. Like if you made money with this man, you helped his culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was like Nigga, the reason we love this nigga, be honest, let's be real here. If I'm loved by the culture and I do a song with him and they accept him and he's a culture vulture, who's the real reason for his culture vulture? It's these same dudes that co-signed him. It's these same dudes that needed hits. It's these same dudes that needed money.
I'm not saying
But if you did, like Kendrick Lamar has done
you're
multiple
wrong. I'm just
tracks
saying
with
in
Drake.
a battle.
It's like saying that bitch is a hoe, but you fucking.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying in a battle. I mean, if I'm battling her, I'm gonna say it. Like I'm just saying
well, you would
in
say
a
she a
battle,
hoe.
you say what you say, man. So I don't have a problem with that. I
You
do think
would say that if you battle.
yeah, if I'm battling, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Yeah,
You right. You right.
absolutely. If I'm battling,
You
for
right.
sure, I'm gonna say it.
You right. You
It's
right.
battle
You
time.
right. That's true. That's true.
But
It's just I
no, I hear
fully
what you're
find it
saying.
like, yeah, like, bro, if y'all knew this about this man, y'all should have just cut him off. See, Pop, that's why I say about Pop. Pop would have cut him off. The first time that nigga said, baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. Pop would have hit his ass up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they accepted this man, and then when he get this
That's a good
money,
record there, man.
but what I'm saying is when they get this money from this guy, now all of a sudden it's an issue. You know, like I just feel like if I felt that you was a culture vulture, I would have just treated you like a culture vulture from the jump. That's all I'm. That's why I really can't accept that from certain rappers. Now, Pusha T say that, or guys that made it known they don't like Drake and they don't want to. Like, I feel like for Kendrick has been hypocritical in a couple of instances in this battle. Like I say, you talk about biracial Drizzy and you got a biracial family. Like your girl was mixed like a motherfucker. She she damn near white, bro. She is bright as a motherfucker. Your kids is mixed. You feel what I'm saying? So if Drake is stealing heritage and can't get down with our culture, and you don't want to hear him say nigga no more, well, we gotta say that about your whole family. We gotta say that about your household.
And
I didn't like that from Kendrick.
and that yeah, and that goes into kind of what I was saying. Like Drake rebutted that. He literally rebutted all of that. He said, "I'm trying. I should have wrote the lyrics down, but the whole thing when he was talking about the Messiah with a mixed queen and hitting
Yeah,
cream to help
yeah,
out with your self
yeah.
esteem. Like
It's
that's a
it.
hard
Yeah,
rebuttal. That's a hard
what?
rebuttal.
What?
Yeah, that,
Bro. But that's why I
and it's
compare like Drake, you're right. Drake did do all of that shit, but that's why I compared Kendrick to the Hulk. Incredible Hulk. Niggas be fighting Incredible Hulk. They be pulling out all these moves, teleporting, bringing the sun down, motherfuckers transforming. They doing all of this slick shit using sorcery, and all this nigga doing is swinging punches. Like that's all the Hulk doing is swinging punches. It just
yeah.
so
He's not
happens that
doing
the
anything
punches
right.
get strong. That's what
Yeah,
happened with Drake. Drake was doing all of this shit. He's pulling out sorcery. He's pulling out strategic strategy. He was rebuttaling. He doing all of this shit. He went and got the Infinity Stones. Then when Infinity Stones ain't work, he went and got Thor's hammer. Then Thor's hammer ain't work. He said it's morphin' time. And the whole time Kendrick just swinging, just throwing regular punches that's breaking reality and shit like that. So it's like I do think Drake showed more versatility. If that's what you're saying about who's rapping better, like who used the rapping tree more, like who from a full circumference of rap, yes, I would agree with that. Drake was way more, not way more, but he was more resourceful in his approach with this battle. You know what I mean? I do think he like I say, he was more versatile. He used more traits of rap, you know. But at the end of the day, the shit that Kendrick was saying was nullifying that shit though, bro. It's crazy, bro. Cause he really did
it
dress it
did.
up.
It absolutely.
He did dress it up, but it just
It
wasn't
absolutely.
enough.
Yeah, it absolutely did. Like I haven't. I'm not saying I think Drake won lyrically. I'm saying I'm still deliberating. I'm saying I can't call it right now. I'm saying this. You watch like URL and King of the Dot. You watch those battles?
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
So have you ever watched a battle? Have you ever watched a battle where you watch it, you're watching the YouTube. Let's say you're watching it live. Let's say you bought the pay-per-view and you're watching it live, and you watch it live, and when it's happening live, the crowd is clearly on one person's side, and at the end of the battle, everybody's screaming 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and all that stuff, right? And then when you watch it back yourself and you're listening to it, you're saying, well, you know what? I don't think this is real. This is a lot closer than that crowd was making it seem. I think this battle is going to be the same thing. I
You
think
think
that
we're
I
gonna
may
look back?
come back and listen to these tracks. Yes, I think we may look back 6 months from now and say, this was a close battle. I may still say Kendrick won, but this is a close battle. It's way closer than a lot of people are saying. I think that this battle wasn't fought on a fair playing field. I think people already were gonna pretty much say Kendrick won no matter what because of what. And look, I'm not like Drake get enough wins. He got to hold an L on this one. He win a whole lot. You know, your winning time's up. It's time for an L now. Because even the Pusha T one was an L, but it was an L for sure. But like he just went
But
on
Push
and
wasn't
hit
that big.
records, and the
Push
next
wasn't
album
that
was
big. He didn't
John
have
Jam.
Push didn't have corporations and shit behind him. You know what I mean? Like this is like the
Exactly.
biggest rapper ever. You know. Yes, he did. You
Yeah.
know what? I, anybody. First of all, let's say this. Anybody that say that Kendrick smashed Drake, like beat his ass real bad, blow him out by 20, you being unfair and you being biased. This was a good battle. This was a very good battle. It was very close
Yes.
until Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is when Kendrick stretched his wings, bro. It was a very close battle that could have went anywhere up and it could have went any way until Meet the Grams came out. Meet the Grams just that's when he went up by 5 on that one. 5 or 10, you know. But
Yeah.
anybody that's calling this a
Yeah.
blowout
Meet the
is not a blowout.
yeah. Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams was just perfectly just a character assassination from just top to bottom. It was just a just incredible diss record. Like it I think it may go down as, I'm not saying
One of
like
the
the
greatest.
greatest, but like an all-time diss, one of the greatest. Like, it's gonna go
Top
down as an
5.
all-time diss record. I think top five.
Top 5. Maybe. Maybe
Yeah,
top 5.
I need some time. I need some time.
It's
I
in
need
that
some time.
range. It's in that range. It's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
range.
Yeah,
It's in that
in
range.
terms of like in terms of like impactful disc records though, regardless of what I think, Not Like Us is going to go down as probably the most impactful disc record ever. I can absolutely say that right now because it's huge. Like
And it's
they wasn't
but
playing
that's the
Ether
thing,
in
it's the
basic.
weakest one though.
Hmm?
It's the weakest one. It's really
Yeah,
it's the wackest one. It is. That's crazy.
bro. You know what, Kurt, for real, man. I gotta say it. I mean this. I mean this sincerely, man. I am so happy we did this conversation because I was sitting here feeling like I was on a in the Twilight Zone. I felt like it was like, yo, do you belong here, Reggie? Because everyone feels this way, and you know me long enough to know I'm never gonna be swayed by public opinion. I'm never gonna go with the crowd. That's never been me. You know that. But I can't think of a
Right.
time I felt more alone. I mean, I felt alone, like, yo, y'all really think this is the knockout blow? So I'm
Like
happy we're
this.
doing this, man. I appreciate that, bro, for sure.
Hey yo, son, it's like niggas walked inside the Nike store, right? They walked inside the Nike store, they seen the phone posit, right? They seen the original Jordan, bro. They seen the Kobe Bryant, they seen the Hirachi. It was like, you know what? I want them Air Forces. Fuck out of here, nigga. I want them
I still
Air
like Air Force.
Forces. I want them Air Forces. Like the Air Forces is the knockout blood. It's not the Hirachis. It's not the dope
That's the
dealers.
knockout
It's
blow.
not the original Jordans. It's the Air Force Ones. A plain ass shoe. That's what I'm saying. It was a good battle.
It's crazy.
Anybody calling it a blowout, if you call it a blowout either way, I mean, I can't respect your opinion on rap because this has been a very good battle. It's been a very lyrical battle. Like I just heard.
Still here?
I can hear you. Like I was saying before,
Uh,
we got cut, I was just so happy to have a lyrical battle. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not gonna be disrespectful because if we do be disrespectful with this one, you know it's a copycat league. If we be disrespectful with this one, we won't get no more. You know what I'm saying? So let's let's give
I
both
agree.
sides some credit.
I agree. All right. So before we get out of here, man, I want to ask you about if you would have put the tracks in order from worst to best. Now I'm gonna go first. I kind of gave it some thought. I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but I'm gonna go it
Okay.
this way, right? So starting from the bottom, I'm gonna say Tailor Made Freestyle was the last one. It wasn't bad when it came out, but it aged really bad, especially when he's on there talking about where you at, do something, and now he done something. It feels really it
Is
sounds
that the
super
one with the
crazy
AI
now.
voice?
Um, After that, I'm sorry, I got Not Like Us. That's the one with the AI stuff,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So after that, I'm sorry, I got Not Like Us. I mean, it's a catchy bop, you know, so it's impactful, but this is my opinion on what do I think is the best or worst. So yeah, Not Like Us.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go 616 in LA. Then I'm gonna go to Heart Part 6, Push Ups, Euphoria, Family Matters, and number one is Meet the Grams.
Um, Meet the Grams is number one. Okay. I think Euphoria is number two. And I think actually Drop and Give Me 50 is the third. Is the third. Um you said um Not Like Us. Yeah, I agree. Not Like Us and the AI are the two weakest. Um I would agree, but I would
I
have
should
to
have asked
put
you. I should have asked you beforehand. I'm kind of putting you on the spot. I should have asked you beforehand.
no, it's cool because I mean because I'm definitely gonna go Meet the Grams, then I'm gonna go I'm gonna have to go Euphoria, and then I'm gonna go Family Matters. Okay, and then I'm gonna go Drop and Give Me 50. And then you could take the two, you can have the two AI. The AI and Not Like Us, you can have them shit. You can have them both of them. I mean, I like Not Like Us, but you can have that shit. He said some shit, bro.
What about Heart
I
Part
just
6?
Hot Pot 6. I mean, I would have to put that right. I'm gonna put, you know what? I'm gonna put it right above Not Like Us. I'm gonna put it right like that, but not even by much. Like it's like this. You know how like man, like both of y'all rank 99, but this nigga got more awareness. It's like that type. You know what I mean? Like that's it's like that much
So
better. It's not even really.
Heart Part 6 got a little bit more awareness. Heart Part 6 got a little
Yeah,
bit
it got
more
a little
awareness,
bit
huh?
more awareness. Yeah, one more speed and acceleration. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I would label it. But to be honest, bro, even if Drake got six niggas writing it for him, bro, I'm happy that we had this battle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. All right, man.
I'm proud of
Appreciate
these
you
man. I'm
doing
proud of them.
this, man. Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Appreciate you doing this, man. Happy Mom's Day to your moms and your family, and talk
Likewise.
soon.
And the wife yesterday, happy Mother's Day, man.
Will do, man.
Till the next time, bro.
Take it easy, bro.